Hey YouTubers, wanted to do another video where I'm showing what the weather is like and waves are like coming back from Catalina on June 28th. As you can see from windy here, relatively flat with waves 2 to 3 swell periods between 17.5 seconds and wind between 5 and 10 knots. It's always nice to see a large yacht parked at Catalina on the way out. Wanted to give a quick shout out to my friend Mark from the motor vessel Soulmates, I believe out of Huntington Beach, who I ran into Catalina and said he enjoyed seeing these videos of me crossing the channel so that he could show that to some of his friends. With that said, to give me feedback, please like and subscribe to the channel so that I know I should continue to do more of these videos. In addition, I'll be doing some videos on the boat survey and purchasing the boat, as well as some additional hacks that I've done on the boat recently over the next couple of weeks. In this next section, you can see that the waves in the swell are still relatively flat at 1 to 2 feet. The swell period is 14.1 seconds. The wind is about 8 to 13 miles an hour. Still relatively flat for a nice Sunday cruise back from Catalina to Marina del Rey. In this section, showing windy and some additional screenshots here, you can see it's still about 2 feet, 17 seconds. On this slide, it's just showing the wind overall, the different view. Here, once again, it shows winds at various stations. Here's a different version of the wind and the waves that you can see on windy. And then finally, another shot taken at a different point, depicting the wind and the waves. In this next section that's coming up, you can see that it starts to get really overcast, and we actually run into some light drizzle on a Sunday morning with the heavy marine layer on top of it. Next session coming up will be on the other side of this light rainstorm as we get into Santa Monica Bay. Once again, it was a nice smooth ride back, just overcast with a little bit of weather. Here you can see, once again, the wind is fairly reasonable. And next, coming up, the swells are between 1 and 2, and going back to 17.5 seconds between swells. And then lastly, a quick screenshot just showing the overall weather, which shows a little bit of rain and cloud cover. Wind 2 to 6 knots. I threw this next quick segment in as there were a couple of dolphins in Santa Monica Bay swimming up towards the boat and then surfing the wake. About 45 minutes out from Marina del Rey at this point. As we're coming up not too far out from Marina del Rey, currently about parallel with Manhattan Beach, see the water gets nice and clear, kind of greenish. As far as an update goes, wind's pretty moderate at about 5 knots. As you can see here on windy. Next, the swell is between 1 and 2, going back to about 17.5 seconds per swell period, as depicted here. Nice Sunday flat morning. And here's the wind from various stations, which basically say it's between 4 and 8 knots, depending on which location it's being measured from. And here we are entering the main inlet to the channel on Marina del Rey. Once again, I know these videos are somewhat long, and hopefully it provides you some insight to what the waves are like in comparison to what the app is saying, so that if you're planning coming back from Catalina Island, you can at least see what the actual weather is like versus what you see on the screens. Once again, if you like these videos, please like and subscribe to give me some feedback in the comments as well. You can also follow us on social media. On Instagram, it's my-altitude. On YouTube, of course, it's Motor Yacht Altitude. And finally, on Facebook, it's My Altitude. Safe boating and cruising.